Hey everyone, Guild Wars 2 just dropped some huge news about their upcoming expansion, Secrets of the Obscure. So today, let's jump into what is Secrets of the Obscure, what it has to offer, and maybe more specifically, why I think this is really important for new players. I am so excited for this expansion for a lot of different reasons. I'm so excited that I'm going to answer the question that I usually wait till the end of my videos to answer when it comes to a new game or an expansion. And that question is, who is this for? Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure is for absolutely everyone. If you are an MMO player in 2023 and you have not tried out Guild Wars 2, you are missing out on an amazing MMO experience. Guild Wars 2 is one of one. It's one of a kind. No game is doing it the way Guild Wars 2 is doing it. It is the most accessible MMO for new players trying to get into MMOs. From the horizontal progression, from the no gear grind, and all the things that you want to grind for are opt-in. Also, Guild Wars 2 has one of the best combat systems of any MMO. It has the old school feel of tab targeting, but it adds action abilities that kind of blend the two like no other game does, making it fun and engaging. So let's get into what this expansion is going to offer veterans and new players alike. And I'm going to touch more on the end on especially why this is going to be a great new experience for new players to Guild Wars 2. Well, if you've been keeping up with Guild Wars 2 over the past 10 years, you know that they've been following this story called the Dragon Saga, which was all about the elder dragons of Tyria. And this story has just recently come to a conclusion in their last expansion, End of Dragons. So what does this mean? Well, for veteran players, you're just going to get a new story. For new players, this is actually great because you can jump in and play with all your friends at a break in the story where everything is going to be new. Guild Wars 2 is adopting this new expansion model where they will be dropping an expansion every single year. And what's going to happen is there will be a self-contained story that will play out over that year with quarterly updates as the year goes on. Like I said, this is amazing for new players. If you're a veteran trying to get your friends into the game, there's no better time. You can jump in and start at the same exact point. Now, will the 10-year saga of the dragons still be available for new players? Of course, with hundreds and hundreds of hours. But regardless, I'm looking forward to what kind of storytelling ArenaNet has up their sleeve, and I think it's going to be great. They've said that in this new self-contained story, there's going to be new maps and locations to explore, and a couple of these locations are going to be set high in the sky. And if we're going to be that high up, what do we need? Of course, we're going to need our flying mounts. So this is a problem because the flying mounts are some of the hardest to grind for in Guild Wars 2 for new players. However, ArenaNet is making this super easy for new players to get their hands on a sky scale, as making it as a reward that is a part of the storyline. Along with the masteries, of course, we're going to get some new PvE instanced in-game content. There's going to be 2 strike missions. Strikes in Guild Wars 2 are 10-player instance content. It's like a raid boss that you'll jump in with your friends to defeat with different levels of difficulty depending on how hardcore of a group you are. There's no trash, so you just fight the boss, and that's how the encounter goes. Super fun, super bite-sized, but very challenging. Also, we will get 1 fractal dungeon throughout the year, and we're going to get different levels of difficulty called challenge modes throughout the year as they are released. I know a lot of people in the community have been worried about elite specializations, the way that Guild Wars has been adding additional specs to classes throughout the years. Now, it seems like they're moving away from this model because there's so many specs now in the game that pretty much every class can cover every role. So what are they going to do instead? Well, they've done something great in my opinion. Every class is going to get up to 5 new weapons. Some of these weapons were locked behind elite specializations that you had to be spec'd into. However, now those weapons are now becoming unlocked so that no matter what spec you're playing, you will be able to play with those elite specialization weapons. It's a very cool change. In addition to that, each class is also receiving 1 or 2 additional weapons. As a new player, you might be asking, why is that important or why is that cool? Well, the reason why is your abilities on your bar are attached to what weapon or weapons you currently have equipped. So 5 new weapons in some cases is giving you up to 25 or 30 skills to play around with and have fun with. It's going to change the way builds work. It's just going to open a whole new avenue of build crafting and a new way to enjoy your character. It's a very good touch and a good way to solve the problem of not being able to add more elite specializations. It seems like rewards are also a big focus for ArenaNet in this new expansion. The first one I'll touch on, which I think is really cool, is open world legendary armor. And what legendary armor and weapons are in the game, if you don't know, are weapons and armor that basically have the same power, but they allow you to change your stats of that weapon or armor on the fly. This is cool because this allows you to change builds without getting new sets of armor, and it's just a quality of life that's unmatched in other games. But why this is a cool thing is because now the avenue to gain it is going to be through the open world. All the previous legendary armors have been locked behind some sort of instance content, whether that's World v World, 5v5 PvP, or of course, raids. Guild Wars 2, however, is known and renowned for its open world content. It does it better than any other game on the market. And because this is the case, the vast majority of players are open world players. I think this is just a nice touch and a way for ArenaNet to say thank you for the majority of players who keep this game going year after year. It's the open world players, the players running metas, the players farming, the players doing world boss trains. And I'm really glad to see that these players and this player base is going to get access to legendary armor. Speaking of rewards, this is the really big one. This is the one that's going to excite new players and old players alike. So what is it? In essence, ArenaNet has created a battle pass system. However, they've made a few tweaks that may just raise the quality of life like only ArenaNet can do with Guild Wars 2. So I'm going to make a few comparisons of what this new system is sort of like. If you're familiar with Galactic Seasons from Star Wars The Old Republic, or maybe with the trading post from WoW, this system is very similar, but like I said, it's going to take the quality of life up. How is it going to do that? Well, first off, you will have a number of achievements that you can complete. And as you complete these achievements, you're going to acquire an account-bound currency that you can use to then purchase things that are a part of this battle pass. You'll be able to acquire things like weapon and armor skins, gem store items, gold, crafting materials, and here's the big one, mount skins. And mount skins have traditionally been locked behind the gem store, so this is an amazing thing to hear. Okay, but those other systems you mentioned in the other games kind of work in the same way, don't they? Well, no. First of all, Guild Wars 2, the way they're going to do it is, of course, the currency will be account-wide. So if you earn enough currency and you get that perfect Griffin skin that you've been wanting, well, it's account-wide. You can use these rewards on any character, which is great. The next really big one is, as we know with most battle passes, it's built-in FOMO. You buy the pass, you better complete it 1 through 100 or it's going away forever. However, in Guild Wars, the way they're going to do this is as new items move into this shop that you can purchase, the old items will go into a sort of a legacy shop and they will remain forever. So there is no FOMO. You're not going to miss out. If that one skin, if a new skin has come in, the old skin goes to the legacy shop, you still have the ability to go get that skin when you get enough currency. And the last thing, of course, that's really great is you can go in any order you want. The battle pass is not labeled 1 to 100. You can go purchase the thing you want from that battle pass store right away. It's really cool. And to keep everything in the game, there will be no paid skips. You just earn things from playing. It's what we want. They've just thought of everything with this. I'm really impressed with how they've implemented this new reward system, and it's going to be awesome. So I wanted to just touch again on why this is great for new players specifically coming to Guild Wars 2. First of all, you're going to get an expansion every single year. Every year, this expansion is going to have its own self-contained story. Again, there's zero gear grind in Guild Wars 2. They're going to have a new battle pass system with rewards that you can gain by playing the game. And those rewards never go away, so that you can purchase old rewards or new rewards whenever you want in any order. So that means you can just jump in with your friends. If you're a new player, you'll be on the same page, you'll have access to the same rewards, and you can do all the same content. And they're making it really easy for you to get the Sky Scale, one of the most amazing mounts in the game, and we all know Guild Wars 2 has the best mounts hands down. So this is the perfect time for new players to jump into Guild Wars 2 on August 22nd for Secrets of the Obscure. I'm super excited to play. I'm super excited to get my friends in with me to play. Are you feeling the same way? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for joining me today, guys. If you like this video, please give me a like and a subscribe. Helps the channel a lot. And of course, I'll be keeping up with all the new Guild Wars 2 news. I'll let you know when anything new comes out. See you guys.